You buy shortbreads from the supermarket, but today I will teach you how to make this shortbread with just three ingredients. This is melt in the mouth, and you really need to be careful because you might get addicted to this particular recipe. Let's get started. In a bowl, add in your flour and also icing sugar. Please, at the end of this video, just take a screenshot of the recipe. But for now, the most important thing is how to make it, the procedure. That is what you need before even the recipe. Now, after mixing in your flour and your icing sugar, add in your butter. When you add in your butter, begin to mix everything. Now, one of the secrets of making shortbread, especially melt in mouth shortbread, is that you don't use granulated sugar. No, you don't use granulated sugar. What you use is icing sugar, that is powdered sugar, so that it will be soft, it will be crumbling, and it will be very, very delicious. Now, mix in your mixture properly until it becomes like crumbs. Can you see? It becomes like crumbs. Then after that, you can place that aside and bring in your baking pan. This my baking pan is already very, very old. Yes. So bring in your baking pan and place your baking sheet on your baking pan. Make sure you place it just based on the measurements. I don't really need much because this measurement is not really much. Then okay, so just transfer your shortbread dough onto your baking sheet or baking paper. Then begin to press it downwards towards the baking pan, right? Yes. So it's so simple. Just take your time. Don't rush this process. Make sure that everything is well compacted, everything is well joined together. So after bringing it together, you can use your fondant smoother, you can use your measuring cup to press it more down towards the pan. Like you can use anything flat. You can use your hand, but I don't like using my hand because my hand normally gives it this kind of marks or impression of my palm. So I love to use fondant smoother. So after making everything to be like pressed down, I had to use my knife to make sure that the lines, like the sides, are very straight. I made the other side very straight, make the upper side very straight. And as for the excess, I had to place it on top of the main shortbread dough, like the places that are more flatter. So just add in more shortbread dough. Now, can you see that there are some places that are higher than the rest? But I'm just placing it in places that are a little bit lower. So after doing this, you take your maybe you use your hand or your fondant smoother and smoothing out everything until it is nice, clean and smooth. Best is, have you taken out time to like this video? So if you're enjoying what you see and you love what you see, please just take out your time to like this video and share this video with your friends. Subscribe and follow for more amazing videos like this. So I am done smoothing. I just need a very smooth surface, because if you don't get a smooth surface, you will notice that once you're removing your shortbread, everything will begin to crack. So now it's time for us to cut out our shortbread. So actually, what I'm just doing is that I'm just using my knife to cut it out to know if the measurement I am. You can use your ruler. So I'm just using my head here to know if the measurement I'm giving it, if it will be okay. And once I saw it was okay, I began to cut it one after the other. So as you're cutting it one after the other, just take your time, because if you don't take your time cutting it, if you rush or you're in a haste of cutting this particular shortbread dough, what will happen is that you begin to, let's say, scatter out the dough. So just take out your time, take a knife that is very, very sharp, take a knife that is very, very smooth so that you go in with the rhythm, and that is it. Then you can bring your toothpick, you can bring your fork, just whichever thing you like or you have in your house. You need to always improvise. That's very, very important. Some shortbread, they have like numerous holes on the body, while some don't. So it just depends on what you want. But what is most important to us right now is that we want it to taste like the real shortbread. I just wish all of you are here so that you taste this shortbread and now know the difference. So after that, just put it into your oven and bake for 45 minutes. And after 45 minutes, our shortbread is ready. Now, immediately you remove your shortbread from the oven, what you do is that you immediately pick up your knife and begin to cut out, just follow those lines that you cut through into the shortbread, because now that it is still hot, that is when you need to still cut it again, because if you don't, once it becomes dry, it will be very very hard for you to cut through this shortbread. It's not like it will be hard, but like you might scatter it or something. So please, now that it is still hot and a little bit soft and fragile, just make sure you cut through it. And once you cut through it, allow it to dry for, like, let's just say 10 minutes to 20 minutes based on how cold your environment is. And this was how I made a shortbread. When I made this shortbread, like, I woke up the next morning, everything was finished, because these children, they just finished everything immediately. Can you see how soft it is? Can you see how crumbly it is? I had to put it into the snack box, but later they ate it all. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.